recommendations. Honourable members, we'll move to item 11 on item 10 on the order paper. Profile of YIM, and it will be done by the Deputy Executive Director in charge of Humanitarian Affairs, Honourable Raymond Elikem Agbo. First Deputy Speaker to take the chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. Profile of Youth Impact Movement. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, actually, distinguished guests, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, I extend my greetings to you all. Youth Impact Movement, YIM, is a youth movement or a youth-focused organization founded in Ho, Ghana on 22nd of April 2021 by Jones Amegashi Viglo, a passionate political activist committed to parliamentary democracy and African unity. Alongside co-founders Raymond Elikem Agbo and Amano David Na. Our movement was born out of our frustration with the prevailing governance challenges and lack of unity in African countries. We aspire to instill values of patriotism, honesty, transparency, hard work, selflessness, and dedication in the youth to cultivate a new generation of leaders who prioritize national interest above personal gain. Through collaborative participatory democracy, we aim to address the challenges hindering good governance and African unity by empowering young leaders with parliamentary expertise. The purpose of Youth Impact Movement is twofold. Youth Impact Parliament serves as a training ground for character building and leadership development among Ghanaian and African youth, while Youth Impact Movement functions as a fundraising and humanitarian platform to support our vision and mission. Statement of the problem. In the contemporary African context, many young people are disheartened by the governance exhibited by most African leaders. Rampant and indiscriminate corruption, resource mismanagement, human rights abuses, ethnic conflict, inadequate health care, and education systems, crumbling infrastructure, energy crisis, and the lack of shared vision for their nations are pervasive issues faced by many African countries. While some individual leaders, such as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings of Ghana, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, Paul Kagame of Rwanda, and John Magufuli of Tanzania, have shown commitment to good governance and African unity. There is still much work to be done. To transcend the history of poor governance in Africa, the continent requires a new brand of leadership. Youth Impact Movement aims to play an instrumental role in nurturing such leaders by providing a platform for capacity building in good governance. This capacity building encompasses character building, fostering integrity, honoring skills in public policy analysis, delivering relevant education and quality healthcare, encouraging democratic participation, offering constitutional studies, enhancing public speaking and communication skills, promoting equal opportunities and gender studies, cultivating social values and norms, and nurturing the sense of patriotism. As we embark on this critical mission, we call upon all stakeholders to join hands and support Youth Impact Movement in creating a brighter future for the African youth and fostering a generation of leaders who will uphold the principles of good governance and unity in our governance system and in our great continent. Together, we can transform Africa and its youth to lead with integrity and purpose. Vision of the movement. Youth Impact Movement aspire to evolve into a distinguished virtual youth Pan-African parliament through its flagship project, Youth Impact Parliament. Our primary focus is to impact character building, instill democratic values, and foster a culture of good governance among the youth in Africa, with particular emphasis of Ghana. Mission of the movement. Youth Impact Movement is purposed to cultivate a new generation of African leaders characterized by unwavering integrity and impeccable character. Our ultimate goal is to contribute to national development, promote good governance, and foster African unity. Through our initiatives and endeavors, we aim to empower young leaders who will champion positive change and uphold the principles of ethical leadership for the betterment of our continent. Objectives of the movement. Below are the objectives of Youth Impact Movement. 1. Foster character development by creating an enabling environment for the youth to build their character in integrity and selflessness. Promote democratic leadership by creating opportunities for exposure in parliamentary processes and procedure. Enhance the public speaking skills of youth by providing a comprehensive training ground for effective communication and eloquence. Create linkages with parliamentarians to expand the frontiers of parliamentary knowledge, skills, and attitudes among African youth. Just as we have had Honorable Peter Nortsu-Kotoe, the Member of Parliament for Akatsi-North, being with us today. Promote humanitarian activities through collaborations with charity organizations and philanthropists like Vera and Friends, Oxbrain Care Foundation, and then the many other foundations and then charity organizations that we have had partnerships with in the past years. Branches of the movement. Youth Impact Movement comprises of two main branches, Youth Impact Foundation and Youth Impact Parliament. To be part of either branch, individuals must first become members of the movement. The Parliament's members and leaders serve a tenure of 1 year, while supporters and collaborators of the foundation have no specific tenure. But the leadership of the foundation serves a tenure of 1 year. Youth Impact Parliament stands as the flagship project, while the foundation represents the humanitarian aspect of the movement. Social media presence of the movement. Youth Impact Movement maintains a Facebook and WhatsApp group to engage its audience. Youth Impact Foundation also maintains a Facebook and a WhatsApp group for its social media presence. Meanwhile, Youth Impact Parliament, being the flagship project, has a robust online presence with multiple WhatsApp groups, a Facebook page, and a Facebook group page, a Facebook page, an Instagram account, a Twitter handle, a Telegram group, and a TikTok account, a LinkedIn account, and a YouTube channel to amplify its reach and impact. And so we call on us all here to get on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Youth Impact Parliament, and you have access to all our parliamentary sittings and videos and virtual seminars. Membership of the movement. Madam Speaker. Membership in Youth Impact Movement is open to individuals of all nationalities. Interested parties can join by accessing the Google Form membership link on our social media handles, instantly becoming part of the movement. For the foundation, members are classified as officers, supporters, movement supporters, partners, and collaborators with their status subject to review by the executive committee. The officers serve a 1 year renewable term. In the case of the parliament, the yearly tenure necessitates reapplication and the introduction of youth constituency representation has extended the membership process. The third parliament of YIP is comprised of youth MPs from constituencies in the Volta, OT, Central, Eastern, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Greater Accra regions. Leadership of the movement. Mr. Speaker, Youth Impact Movement will be under the guidance of a capable directorship and a decision-making body known as the Executive Board. Here are the distinguished directors and their respective roles within the movement. Executive Director, Honorable Jones Amegashi Viglo. Deputy Executive Director in charge of Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Raymond Elikem Agbo. Deputy Executive Director, Parliamentary Affairs, Mr. Amano David Na. Administrative Director, Dr. Presla Efie Ade. Finance Director, Ms. Benedicta Esenam Jeke. Additionally, the Executive Board of the movement comprises of 5 directors, along with the Chief Officer of Youth Impact Foundation, the Speaker of YIP Uganda, the Speaker of YIP India, the Speaker of YIP Ghana, all of whom serve as ex officio members. This dedicated team of leaders will steer the movement towards its noble vision and mission with integrity and commitment. Legality of the movement. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, special guest of honor, invited guests, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen. Youth Impact Movement has come to stay. Thank you all for your attention. Let us support the movement, and Youth Impact Movement will be great. We thank you. Akpenami Yedamwase.
Sure. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Thank you so much, Honorable, for this beautiful profiling. I would want to take the opportunity to talk briefly on what he said. I'm more interested in the social media handles. Please, we are so many here, but when you go on our platforms, the subscription and the likes, comments it's not encouraging. Please, let's take the opportunity to like, comment on our own activities. On our own activities. If your own activities, you are not patronizing it, do you expect someone to patronize it for you? No, it doesn't work that way. So for everything to be successful, it has to start from us. But if those of us that are doing this, we are just ignoring it, and then what do you expect the outsiders to do? So you're just picking your phone, subscribe, like, comment. It won't take much of your data. After all, we do much, much more things than just going over there to like or comment. It's very, very, very sad, but so please, let's take, some kind of encouragement from here. Even right now, you can just do it. Right now, some of us, even as the inauguration, the program is ongoing, some of us on our phones, you can equally take that opportunity to, subscribe, of which it will help all of us. So please, going forward, let's take the opportunity to like what we are doing. If we do it, then someone else will equally back it. But if we ignore it, what are we doing? What are we expecting? Thank you so much. So we're moving straight to our next